Hey guys, a couple people requested to see a review on just the Spyderco Spyderfly, so that's what I have here. I have the Benchmade Model 42 just as a reference, okay, size reference. So here's a overall size reference for you. So you can see the Spyderfly, if I hold these, tip to tip, the Spyderfly is just a little bit longer. Okay, obviously overall much wider. Okay, especially on the end here. They put these holes in here, because they want to. Of course, they have their trademark hole. So there's no actual opening hole on this because it's not, not in the blade. So they incorporated that design into the handles here. And what a lot of people say you can do, and I've done it too. It's pretty easy. Is instead of doing a latch drop, because you have a small latch here, you put your fingers kind of like that. Okay, and use the holes, to do that latch drop move. So anyway, let me get some specs on this. The blade itself is 4 1/8 inches long, but the actual cutting edge is 3 11/16 inches. Okay. The whole thing is made out of stainless steel. The blade's 440C stainless. Actually, this one is 440C and it is marked, but originally when they first made this knife, they used VG10. So there are a bunch of models, okay, that are in VG10, but the majority of them are in 440C. Obviously, the VG10 is a lot better. I believe, now this is just my assumption, but I believe they started off with VG10 and realized, you know what, it's getting a little expensive to use this material, so they switched to 440C, which is more readily available and a little bit cheaper. But both versions flip the same. It's just a little bit different, edge performance. But anyway, you do have kind of a unique design here, as you can see. Being open, you have a much wider grip on this. And someone actually commented in one of my other videos saying that it's almost as if you're holding a pair of scissors. And I kind of agree in that. I mean, this is as far open as it's going to get. I mean, excuse me, it's as close. Trying to think of a way to say it. It's as far as these handles are going to, or I guess it's as close as these handles are going to get in the open position. Okay, right here. So it is pretty wide, as you can see, compared to, if you look at my pointer finger, my thumb. So that is something to consider. I do find this to be very fun to flip, but in my experience, much harder to flip than a simple Benchmade like that. What's cool about this is it comes with a pocket clip. This is one of Spyderco's wire clips. This is interchangeable between both handles and on both sides. Okay, very easily done. All you do is remove that screw, place the wire clip into the little slots here and put the screw back. So you do have 4 different positions you can put this clip, which is really, really neat. Something to notice is that this will not lock in the open position. I read somewhere that was for legality reasons. Unfortunately, they couldn't have this lock open because I guess that fell under the the Switchblade Act and made it illegal. A little note on these is that Spyderco had a problem with the with customs. I believe originally they were getting parts from a different country to, they were made somewhere else and then assembled here, but they got in trouble for that. They got heavily fined. Now technically these Spyderflies are supposed to be off the market. They had a recall, and if you own one, you're supposed to send it back and get a full refund. And online dealers are not supposed to sell them anymore, technically. You still can find them online from here and there, but if you don't, that's the reason why. They did come out with a Spyderfly, excuse me, the small fly, which is a smaller version of this, which is really neat. But right now, I believe the price is around $200. This one, if you do find online, it's going to run you a little over $100 maybe. Originally, I believe these were like in the $80 price range, so they were affordable when they were available. So the blade is stainless steel, except the VG1s are stainless as well, and the handle material is stainless steel. So it makes for a little bit of a heavier bally. But like I said, it's really unique design. Very strange for me to flip because I'm just so used to the Benchmade that this is awkward. But there's a lot of people who've really mastered flipping this one. The handles are significantly heavier because of the stainless and because of the larger design, but it's still a really cool Balisong. It is spring latch, so you just squeeze the handles together to release that once it's in the closed position. It is very smooth, smooth opening and closing. you know, so it's interesting. I picked it up definitely for the collection. These are getting harder and harder to find, so you know, when I had the chance, I did get one. You know, but they're harder to find now. So if you do pick one up, it is an interesting Balisong. So if you have the money, I do recommend it. I would not recommend this for your first one. More of a collector's item, or even a knife to use. But for me, I didn't find it to be as easy to flip. But that is preference, and that's personal taste, I think. You know, so you make the decision for yourself. So that's the Spyderco Spyderfly, and just the 42, just to give you a comparison. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.